Who's ready to meet Liam? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a video that lots of people that I know have been waiting for. We're gonna start off with a few disclaimers. One, Liam is here with me, so if you hear lots of gurgling and cooing and screaming and laughing, that's him, because today there's no one here, so he has to stay with me while I record. Two, if you see me looking down or around, it's because I tried to film this yesterday and it was a complete hot mess. So I have my phone, I have some notes that I need to look at, and I use my computer as my like monitor or my like flip out screen because my camera doesn't have one. So I'm just making sure I'm in focus and stuff like that. Also, this video is a labor and delivery story, so a lot of things are TMI. So if you're uncomfortable, you know, there's the exit. Okay. I can't remember everything in detail. You're being so good. You're just looking and smiling at mommy. I love you, mister. I love you. Oh, he's so cute.
Calm down, girl. It's not that serious.
I don't remember everything in detail, so we're just gonna go by my notes and go off my head and see what happens. My due date was August 28th, and my doctor actually passed my due date. I went into labor when I was 40 weeks and 3 days. So my doctor, before that happened, set an induction date for me for like 4 days after I actually had my son. I didn't know it was gonna happen then, but all I know is the induction date was 4 days after that. Last day in August, it was like 4 in the morning. It was 4 in the morning, and I was feeling like weird. Like I just couldn't sleep. Like not like I was having cramps, but I just felt weird. So I kept going to the bathroom. I was like, oh, I'm just, you know, having the sharts. So bathroom, here I go. So all night, bathroom. And I was like, okay, this is getting kind of weird now. I was like, okay, maybe I just ate something bad, whatever. In my head, I didn't think, oh, this could be labor. I was just like, I ate something bad again, and now I'm sitting on the toilet. So it was now like 6:30 in the morning. So I called my mom. She's at work. And I was like, Mommy, I feel funny. What's going on? And she was like, do you think you're in labor? I was like, I don't know, not really. I just feel like weird. She's like, okay, I'm coming home soon. So I call my boyfriend. Before I call him, I go to the bathroom again. This time, it was not as graphic, if you know what I mean. And so when I went there, it was like, I mean, if you're pregnant for the first time, you don't know what's supposed to happen or what's going to happen or what things look like. So I thought it was my mucus plug because it was kind of like mucusy, and if you're a mama, you know what I mean. So I took a picture, sent it to my boyfriend. I was like, I think maybe I'm in labor. I'm not sure. Just come over. So he came over, and shortly after my mom came over. When they came over, that's when I finally realized I was having contractions. It was like, I guess a crampy feeling. Honestly, I can't remember. All I know, it was hurting, but not like excruciating pain. A lot of people I did see say that they said, how rude. A lot of people say after giving birth they can't really remember how it feels, and I can totally testify to that because like I know it hurt, but I can't remember like how it hurt, if that makes sense. But at this point, like it wasn't really hurting that bad. It just felt like, I guess, period cramps. And like I felt fine, but my contractions were close together, and people have always said when they're like 4 minutes apart, go to the hospital. And then I also had this like tracking app for contractions, which is really helpful, but it lied. It said, oh girl, go to the hospital, pack your bags. I mean, my bags are already packed. I mean, I packed like weeks before. So I was like, let's just go. So my mom, me, my boyfriend, and I think my cousin, yeah, we went to the hospital. I grabbed my bags and we went. So this is around like 11 in the morning, and then I finally got up to the triage room at like 11:30. So when I get to the triage, the nurse asks me a bunch of questions, insurance comes in, asks me questions, blah, 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 whatever. Take me up to a monitor to check the baby's heart rate, check my contractions, stuff like that. So after about maybe 30, 45, I'm lying, like an hour. Yeah, that took a long time. Lots of girls in there were crying labor, and I was one of them. So we are up there, and the doctor finally comes in. He comes and checks me, you know, right up in there. And so then he's like,
yeah, 0 centimeters.
0 centimeters? 0? Settle? So of course I was disappointed and annoyed. And he was just like,
oh, if I were you, I would keep that induction date of 4 days.
I'm like, okay. And as this is going on, my contractions are progressing. They're starting to hurt more, right? So this one is kind of annoyed. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we leave and we get food because I was hungry. We go to Panera, and as soon as we get to Panera, I kid you not, those contractions, they went into full force, and I couldn't sit, I couldn't stand, I couldn't eat, I couldn't do nothing. I just couldn't even talk. So we finish. I took my rest of food to go because, you know, don't waste food. So I took my food to go, and then we get back to my house, and I sit on the toilet. I know, disgusting, right? I sit on the toilet and I start bawling my ass up because now it really hurts. And at first, when they were shorter apart, I thought, oh, this is it. I can do labor. I can do labor 10 times over. No. It gets worse. Hold the phone. It gets worse. If you feel like, oh, this is it. No, girl. You lied to yourself. I lied to myself. So I'm sitting in the toilet crying, and I'm trying to grab myself up because I just felt weak, and then I broke the toilet handle. No, not toilet, the toilet paper handle. And then I was just sad because I broke it, and I was frustrated, and it was a mess. So then my mom comes rushing in because I'm crying. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, they really hurt now. They really, really hurt now. And she's like, okay, just calm down. So I just decided to labor at home for a few hours. So what that entails is pain, being on all fours, crying, screaming, sitting in the shower, singing in the shower, crying in the shower, screaming at your boyfriend, crying at your mom. Yeah, that was me for about maybe 6 hours. It was 6 hours, but it felt like half an hour. Sometimes people, they go into the hospital late and their labor is only like maybe 2-3 hours because they do a lot of laboring at home, if they know it or if they don't. Me, I jumped the gun and I was like, oh, well, it's labor time. So around 8 o'clock, my boyfriend goes home to take a shower, whatever he needs to do. But then like literally 15 minutes later, I call and I'm like, hurry up, dude, like come back. Like, it's time. It's time. I was like, I can't take this anymore. I need to go to the hospital. I was like, I don't know how that doctor can tell me to go home. I cannot do this for 4 days. So we go to the hospital again. I get up to triage. This time I'm not sitting and waiting in the waiting room. I'm walking up and down. I'm pacing. Now at this point, I'm like in so much pain, I can't even use the bathroom. And I've had to use the bathroom for so long. I need to pee. So I get into the doctor's office. Not the doctor's office, what am I talking about? At the hospital. Get into the triage, little curtain closed room, whatever. So she's asking me the same questions, telling me the same thing, but this time it's really hard to answer because I'm in so much pain. I just wanted to jump out the bed. So finally that same doctor comes in. I'm like, oh great, he's still here. And you know, once again, he checks me, he says,
Oh, 3 centimeters.
oh, thank God.
Said, okay, well, we're still not gonna admit you yet.
You know, it's annoying. You just want to come into the world, right? So he says,
We need to walk around this floor of the hospital for 2 hours.
so I go to the bathroom before me and my brother start walking. He comes with me, and I sit over the toilet. I don't sit. I stand over the toilet like this, and I start to know he's bathroom, and just blood. But don't worry. So we call the nurse. She comes in, and she's like,
Oh, that's because, you know, the doctor just tested you.
I was like, well, he need to stop doing that because I don't like that. So we're walking around for maybe an hour and a half, and I swear, every time we get to the bathroom, I use the bathroom. So the floor isn't that big. You walk around, I get to the bathroom, I use the bathroom. Get to the bathroom, use the bathroom. And every time, use the bathroom. Stand up like this, use the bathroom. Not just number 1, y'all. So finally, she gets us a little early, like after an hour and 45 minutes of walking, and she says, okay, let's check you again. Come on now, it's 2017. Y'all need to have some better technology than just because it hurts. So, same doctor. He comes in. He's like,
Oh, 4 centimeters.
give me 1 more centimeter. That's it. I know. Seriously? Don't laugh. It's not funny. You're being very rude. Hey, cool, so yeah, 1 more centimeter. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, we can finally admit you. So I'm like, thank God. So at this point, I'm getting used to my contractions. Like, they're my best buddy. They're my friend. Like, I know him. He know me. Like, this is what we do all the time, I guess. So contractions, they still hurt, but like I'm getting used to it, I guess, if that makes any sense to anybody. So we get up to my room and meet my nurse. She's really sweet, and she gives me, she says,
Let me give you something to like calm your nerves, make you not stiff or anxious when you get your contractions, because it can stress out the baby.
she gives me something, some drug, I don't know, but it was pretty good, you know what I'm saying? So she gave me that, and then I was good, and then she's like, okay, we're gonna get your blood work. After that, you can get your epidural. Now, the thing about the epidural is lots of people say that it hurts. People say it hurts worse than labor, which I don't understand. It's a needle they stick in your back, basically, with medicine, and then it's like a drip drip. So, I was kind of nervous, but when they came to do it, it went so fast, I didn't even realize that they had even done it. And it was, at this point, it's like 1 in the morning. So, I get the epidural, and then I'm like Gucci almost all the way through labor, honestly. Most thing I did was sleep. There was no crying, there was no screaming. I was just chilling. In my room was my boyfriend, my mom, and his mom. So they're all asleep. Every 2 hours, the nurse will come in and check me and see how much centimeters I'm dilated. Every time, I promise you, it was just 1 more centimeter. There was a shift change with a new nurse. Before this nurse had came in, they had changed from the monitors on my belly to monitors through inside my, lady parts. And then like one was a heart rate monitor to put on the baby's head. One was a catheter, which is not a monitor, a catheter to catch my, urine. The other one was to check my contractions. The monitors on my stomach, they weren't really catching what they needed to catch with them. So the new nurse came in after I had my epidural, and everything's fine. They check me every 2 hours. Every 2 hours, I'm just 1 more centimeter dilated. Most of the time, I'm just sleep. Like sleep, they come check me, go back to sleep. Sleep, they come check me, I go back to sleep. Like the epidural, awesome. I had never planned to do a natural birth or anything, so I kind of just expected to get that epidural. Basically, it's like so weird. Like no one ever explained to me what it feels like. It feels like literally nothing. From waist down, you can feel nothing, not a thing, and you can't even move your legs. You can't. It's like that down part down there does not even exist. Like no toes, no feet, no heels, no knees, no thighs, no calves, nothing. Oh, we almost saw him. Not yet. My new nurse, she goes,
So how's the pain?
now with epidural, you're supposed to feel pressure, no pain. So I told her, I feel like I can feel those tubes in there. Like, I feel like I can feel them. She's, are you sure? I'm like, girl, I don't know. I've never done this before. So she's like, okay, well, let me just check some things. So then she comes back, she goes,
Don't freak out.
okay, I'm already freaking out. Let me tell you what's going through my head. In my head, I'm like, okay, I can feel those things, so I'm feeling like either my epidural ran out, I just need a little bit more, or like it's not working and I just can't get that kind of thing, or I don't know. I was also nervous because they had my epidural with the drip. They also had me on antibiotics with the drip. They also had me with Pitocin with the drip. So I had lots of drippy dropping going on. So she said,
Don't freak out. But the epidural fell out.
I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So it's just like as soon as she said that, of course I freaked out. Then everything started to hurt really bad. Then she goes, okay, you have to get it again. I was like, okay, that's not bad. Like last time it was so easy. So this time it's a guy, he comes in, oh no, it's a lady, she comes in, she takes 5 ever. And at this point, my contractions are like up here. And they had to literally hold me down. My nurse and my boyfriend, because when you get the epidural, you cannot move because you can get paralyzed. They're putting it into your spine basically. So you need to stay still. But at this point, my epidural was not in me at all. And my contractions were so severe at this point because I'm like, I think 6 centimeters dilated, maybe even more, I'm not sure. So they're holding me, I'm screaming and I'm crying. I just want to like just fling everything off me, fling everyone off me, and it's just annoying. And I just wanted to, I don't know, I can't explain it. I just remember it hurt really bad, but at the same time, I don't remember it. It's weird. So finally, after like literally like 30, 45 minutes, lady finally gets the epidural in. I'm like, what took you so long? So she gets it in. And then at this point, it's still hurting. You have to wait for it to kick in. So I'm just laying there, I'm like, deep breathing. It's a godsend. So I was able to relax, and as I was breathing and relaxing, the epidural finally started to come through, and I just, fell asleep. So once I fell asleep, I was really awakened to get checked every 2 hours. So one time I got checked, the last time, I was 10 centimeters, and they said, it's time to push. So this time it's like maybe like 1 in the afternoon on the 1st of September. So I'm like so tired because I'm like taking a nap. I'm having the best nap of my life. Epidural nap, best nap ever. So I'm sitting there and they're like kind of push. So I'm like, that's me pushing, by the way. Now they tell me to breathe in and hold your breath. And they say you can't scream. If you scream, they start you over. Okay? All that screaming you see on TV, that's not happening. That's not happening, girl. My boyfriend's standing up here. The nurse was down there, and our moms were down there. Oh, okay, that was a good burp. So she puts the oxygen mask on me. Honestly, the oxygen mask on me felt like I couldn't breathe even more. So they put that on me, and I'm pushing. I'm trying. My boyfriend's like, "Come on, you got it." I'm like, "I'm sleepy." So I'm pushing with like half the energy I actually have. And then our moms are down there like, "Oh my god, we can see him, we can see him, we can see him. Oh my god, there's his hair. He has so much hair. Oh my gosh, push harder." And at this point I'm just like, So I'm pushing. I pushed for about maybe, it goes really fast, but I think it was long. It felt like 10 minutes, but it's like an hour. So I'm pushing, and then like he keeps coming out and going back in, coming out and going back in. Like he ready, but he ain't too quite ready, you know? So then it's getting kind of quiet, and then like I'm pushed. At this point I'm a little bit awake, so I'm pushing like with all my might. And finally, like my nurse is down there, and the doctor comes in, and the doctor's down there, and then the nurse is screaming, "Shoulders!" And then the doctor comes in there, and she just yanks him right out, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm just laying there, and like I feel the doctor just yank him right out, and then just a bunch of blood and whatever the freak's in there just comes out, and I just start crying because I wasn't crying because it hurt, but I was just crying because like it's just a shock, like a rush, like literally a rush. You know what I mean? Basically what happened, Liam's shoulder was stuck under my pelvic bone. That's why he kept getting pushed in and pushed out. And when they were trying to get him out, also his umbilical cord was around his neck. So the doctor had to pull him out of under my pelvic bone and unwrap the cord off his neck. God, you're looking out, fam. So yeah, that's what happened. And the nurse is calling for other nurses to assist her. I know, right? So finally, Liam Micah was born September 1st at 3:10 p.m. He was 8 pounds 6 ounces and 20 inches long. That was the best nursing doctor staff any girl could have. They were amazing. There's lots of more details through it. Lots of things happened, but like it was pretty easy labor, except for the fact that I was in labor for like 34 hours. But once he came out, he wasn't crying. I was like, "What's going on?" He just goes, "Nah." I stayed in the delivery room until like 6:30, and then they took me up to my postpartum room. I'm gonna do a whole different video on postpartum stuff. It's just too much to get into right now, girl, or boy, or fam. So yeah, that's what happened. And the next thing you know, I had a baby. So this is Liam. Liam, Mike is his middle name. And he is almost 4 months. He turns 4 months January 1st. I'm not sure how much he weighs right now because he has to go for his 4-month checkup. I'm actually going to do a update video on me postpartum and his developments. That won't be in this video because it'll be too long. But yeah, this is my little boy, Mr. Chubby Bunny. Say hello. So you'll be seeing lots more of him, and lots more of me, and lots more of us. The thing that's very important to remember in this video is that women are strong. So just remember that. Every labor is different and every labor is special. So thanks for watching. Come back again. Toodles. Come on. Say hi. Or bye.